everyone. It's Enjoy English School.
I'm Minnie.
It's April 28th, and we're looking at pages 55 and 56. This is day 1 of our story on
54 and 55.
I'm sorry, I'm an English teacher, not a math teacher.
This is not math, this is reading.
I'm not a reading teacher, I'm an English teacher. No, I'm joking. Today is day 1 of Fabergé Eggs.
Fabergé. OK, 好，我们今天要讲的主题，我个人觉得很有趣啊，是蛋界的奢侈品，叫做法贝热彩蛋。
Now, if you listen to our pronunciation, I used my real accent, eggs. And Minnie, you also say eggs, and your husband also says eggs. But maybe some of you in listening probably have heard eggs. Both pronunciations are okay. Short E, eggs. And when, as an English teacher, not a reading teacher, I teach pronunciation. When I get E, I always say eggs and elephant. As a teacher, I always say short E, eggs. But honestly, a lot of foreigners will say long A, eggs, like April. Yeah, a word like that. So be careful. Words sometimes have 2 pronunciations. But Fabergé is a tricky pronunciation. So give it a little practice. And let's listen to our article. When we come back, we got paragraph 1.
Fabergé Eggs. The jewelry company Fabergé is best known for their jewel-covered eggs. In fact, many of the company's current creations feature egg-shaped designs. Fabergé began as a jewelry shop founded by Gustave Fabergé in St. Petersburg, Russia, in 1842. Gustave's son, Peter Carl Fabergé, took over the shop in 1882. While the company was already making beautiful creations, 1885 was a significant year for the company. That year, Emperor Alexander III asked Fabergé to make an egg as an Easter gift for his wife. Known as the hen egg, it had a white outer shell and contained a golden yolk, a golden hen, a miniature copy of the royal crown, and a precious ruby. Alexander III paid careful attention to the design of the first egg. He and his wife were so pleased with it that the workers at Fabergé were given permission to freely design all future eggs for the family. But Alexander III did have certain requirements. All of the eggs needed to be unique, and they also needed to have a surprise hidden inside. In total, the Russian royal family ordered 50 imperial Easter eggs to be made.
All right, so Minnie, you just had a really good question, and it was?
Fabergé, is it like Russian or French?
Well, we're talking about a Russian family, but you're right. This is a French word. This is a French family that moved to Russia. So just like I'm in Taiwan, I have a Chinese name, but I use my English name, Chris Gorski. So it's a Western name in Taiwan, just like this French family lived in Russia. That's all that is. Okay, let's continue here. The jewelry company Fabergé is best known for their jewel-covered eggs.
那珠宝公司法贝热以及他们镶满宝石的蛋，它以他们这个镶满宝石的蛋闻名。
That's right. Now we have our hyphen, 连字号. When we have that hyphen, that means these words usually don't go together, so pay attention when you see that. In fact, many of the company's current creations feature egg-shaped designs.
那事实上呢，这个公司它目前有许多的作品都有蛋壳、蛋造型的这种设计。
This is like their brand, right? Having like eggs. When you think Fabergé, you think eggs. You think McDonald's, you think hamburgers. Okay. Nike shoes. Right? Okay. Okay, yeah, shoes, right?
Okay,
yeah, I'm with you. When you think of a company, you also think of something. I think hamburgers and shoes. Minnie thinks M and the swoosh. Those are not wrong because those are part of the company, right? And Fabergé, you think eggs. Okay, let's continue here. Fabergé began as a jewelry shop founded by Gustave Fabergé in St. Petersburg, Russia in 1842.
这中文也太难念了吧。法贝热起初是一间由古斯塔夫·法贝热在1842年于俄罗斯的圣彼得堡所创立的一个珠宝店。
Now, we will be talking about a few years today, so please remember how to read them. In English, when we have a year, we read two numbers. So 1842. Don't say 1842. Super wrong in English.
那因为我们这一课啊有很多的年份，所以一定要记得年份怎么念。通常是四个数字变成一个年份，我们会两个念，所以1842我们会念1842。
Gustav's son, Peter Carl Fabergé, took over the shop in 1882.
那这个古斯塔夫的儿子彼得卡尔法贝热，他在1882年的时候就接手了这间珠宝店。
Okay, now we need a little bit of historical context. Let's understand our history here. 1842 to 1882 is a very important time in history. It's called the Industrial Revolution. The world 100 years before 1882, again 100 years after 1882, 非常不一样。
所以在1842到1882这一段期间算是人类史上很重要的一个年份，一个区间，因为它是所谓的 Industrial Revolution， 就代表说是工业革命的时候。
That's right. The world before the Industrial Revolution and after are completely different. But when we have these times of change, usually there's a lot of difficulty. So there are lots of farmers, but now people work in cities and they work in factories. And these factory jobs are dangerous, they don't pay a lot, and people are not happy. Lots of things need to change.
所以在工业革命以前呢，人们可能是农夫等等，但工业革命以后，你可能被逼迫要转型，你可能变成是要在工厂工作。我们很早以前有讲过一个40小时的那个文章，就是一周要工作40小时，然后那时候就有提到说那个 Henry Ford，
That's right.
对，
That's right.
这个时候也是同样的时期，就是大家都在改革，都在想办法要怎么样让人民更快乐、更健康。
That's right. Now, why are we talking about this with eggs? Because it actually later on will really be important for this family and the people that use these eggs.
Yeah.
But for now, let's take a short break. And when we come back, we got paragraph 2. All right, we're back with more Enjoy English School. Let's look at paragraph 2. While the company was already making beautiful creations, 1885 was a significant or important year for the company.
那虽然这间公司早已经在制作精美的作品，但是在1885年对这间公司来说是非常 significant 非常重要的一年。
Now, significant is a good word. It means important. Now, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a wife or a husband, that's right, you have a significant other. That means this is my other important person. Now, why do we say this? Because people also sometimes have a boy can have a boyfriend or a girl can have a girlfriend. So when we say significant other, that means I don't know if you are married, are single, you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So do you have another important person in your life?
你的另外一半呢？这个时候没有意指任何的你是不是有结婚没结婚或者性别的问题，所以另一半我们就可以用 significant other.
Here we go. Let's continue. That year, Emperor Alexander III asked Fabergé to make an egg as an Easter gift for his wife.
在这边建议大家可以把那个 the 的写上去，因为这样你在念的时候才不会念错哦。所以他这边这句话他说那一年啊，亚历山大三世要求法贝热做一个蛋。
That's right.
Sorry, 就是做一个就是以蛋为主轴的一个礼物。给他的妻子当这个复活节的礼物。
Now this 111, please don't say LLL. This is the third. You gotta practice Roman numbers if you really like history. It's not really hard, but you have to practice it, okay? And now Easter eggs are kind of a really important Western thing, and people think it's about Jesus, but actually Easter eggs are from ancient Egypt. They're really old ideas, much older than 2,000 years ago.
所以老师刚刚讲说复活节彩蛋啊，这个活动其实是比可能耶稣诞生还要更早。
3000、5000。
3000、5000更早。
这个是古老的来自的地方。
希腊吗
？Egypt.
Egypt, 埃及。
That's right. 他们有一个a god, and it was called Ishtar. And Ishtar sounds like the word Easter.
Oh.
There we go. And Ishtar died and came back to life. If this sounds a lot like 复活节, that's because that's the same story. There you go.
Interesting.
Don't tell your husband. Let's continue here. Known as the hen egg, it had a white outer shell and contained a golden yolk, a golden hen, a miniature, that's you, miniature copy of the royal crown, and a precious ruby.
好美哦！所以他说这个作品，这个复活节礼物呢，它是沙皇小母鸡彩蛋，然后而著称的哦。那它有一个白色的外壳，然后里面包含了一个金黄色的蛋黄，还有一只金色的母鸡，还有一个皇冠的缩小版复制品，跟一个很珍贵的红宝石，听起来好贵耶。
Yes, that's exactly the point. These were very expensive and only the emperor could really buy them. And that's part of the story. If you remember earlier, we talked about the Industrial Revolution. People became factory workers. They worked a long time for a little bit of money, but now you have the emperor buying very expensive jewelry. People see that and like, oh, that's not really fair.
所以又接回我们刚刚讲的工业革命的地方，你看人们过得苦哈哈，可是你看这些贵族们，他们可以这么肆无忌惮的花钱。
Now, contained in this sentence means have. So it just had a golden or yellow yolk, a golden hen. A hen is a mother chicken. All right. And of course, miniature means little, like Minnie, because she's super little compared to me. So far, right? All right. And precious means rare or expensive. Ruby is a Latin word for red because rubies are red.
所以在这边这一行有很多字，所以我们第一个 contain 是包含的意思，然后再来 miniature 这边的 miniature 其实是指缩小版的意思，就叫 miniature。然后我们最后一个字这个 precious ruby， 这个 ruby 它原本是拉丁文的红色，所以这边 ruby 其实有很多女生也叫 ruby。Yeah. Ruby red is a popular saying in English. Foods that are ruby red, or like your blood could even be ruby red. Ruby means red, so it's like it's really red. Yeah, 非常红的红色红宝石，这个就是 ruby 的意思 ，ruby red. Okay.
All right, and with that, let's take another quick break. When we come back, we got more of our Fabergé egg story. All right, we're back with more Enjoy English School. We're on day 1 of our Fabergé egg story. Let's begin paragraph 3. Alexander III paid careful attention to the design of the first egg.
那亚历山大三世他密切关注第一颗彩蛋的设计。
Now, when we say pay attention, we don't really mean, we really mean do attention. Like we want you to give your attention. So why do we say the verb pay? Well, because your attention is a lot like your money. You don't have 无限的, like you don't have infinite money. Not 无限的,
无限啊.
无限的, okay, my Chinese is good. Infinite money, you don't have infinite attention. If you put your money here, you can't put your money here. If you give your attention here, you can't pay attention to this. Pay means you have only some money to give. So if you are looking at this, can't look at this too.
所以老师这边也讲到一个很好的联想的观念 ，pay 这个字为什么这边说 attention 注意力是用 pay 像付钱一样呢？是因为你的注意力跟钱一样，它都是有限的，它不是无限让你随便用的。所以当你把你的钱花在打电动，那你可能这个钱就没办法买书。那你当你把注意力放在写功课，你可能现在就没有办法看电视。所以这个都是有限的情况。
That's right. Let's continue to our next sentence. He and his wife, we mean Alexander III and his wife, were so pleased with it that the workers at Fabergé were given permission to freely design all future eggs for the family.
那他和他的妻子这边指的是亚历山大三世跟他的妻子对这个蛋非常的满意，所以以至于在法贝热的工匠获准自由的设计未来要给皇室们的彩蛋。
Now be careful, permission has a sh sound, so at SS, please write SH. Permission. Let's continue. But Alexander III did have certain requirements.
但是亚历山大三世呢，他有一些特定的要求哦。
All of the eggs needed to be unique, and they also needed to have a surprise hidden inside.
所以所有的彩蛋呢，都必须要是 unique 独一无二的，而且他们也必须要有一个惊喜藏于这个蛋的其中。
Now, does this make you think of anything you can buy in Taiwan? Yeah.
就是那个健达出奇蛋。
That's exactly right. Did you ever wonder why there's a little chocolate egg with a toy inside? Because Fabergé Eggs. That is the design. That's right.
好想吃哦。
I think the chocolate is okay. But I do like you open a little toy inside.
但是他们现在越来越懒惰了欸。
当然吧, because it's expensive, right? They don't want to raise the price, so they make the toy worse.
而且现在也没有蛋壳了。
What was your favorite toy from your Kinder egg?
就是那种可以互动，要组装，然后可以弹出去的那种。
Oh, really? I haven't eaten one in a long time. So what is your favorite Kinder Bueno toy? Tell us in the comments below.
Kinder Bueno toy?
That's what they're called in English. It's the German word Kinder Bueno. It means good kid.
Oh, bueno. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Buenos noches. That means good. Buenos is good. And Kinder, like kindergarten means kid.
那个是品牌啦。
That's right. So when you're a good kid, you can get a chocolate egg. So it's called good kid chocolate.
我等一下要去买一个。
All right. Now, I like this. All of them have a little surprise inside. So in total, the Russian royal family ordered 50 imperial Easter eggs to be made.
好贵哦。所以这个俄国的皇室呢，他们总共订购了50个皇室的复活节彩蛋。
Now, we have a problem.
Okay.
Remember we talked about the Industrial Revolution in paragraph 1. Now we have the wealthy royal family buying
Wasting money.
50 of these eggs. It wasn't just Alexander III. In fact, he died really suddenly in 1894. We should translate from here.
Yeah, 所以在1894年的时候 ，Alexander III 就亚历山大三世呢，他其实就突然间就过世了。那我们刚刚有讲到这个故事的背景是工业革命的时候。
His son Nicholas became the Tsar, T-S-A-R. Tsar just means king. 事实上的意思是 Caesar, 凯撒那个罗马 That's right. So he became the king and he wasn't ready.
所以他的亚历山大三世，他的孩子就变成了接位的那个皇室的国王嘛，但是他还没有准备好。
That's right. He never wanted to be king, but now he had to be king, and he didn't know how to be king. So he said, I will just do everything that my dad did, and that he was good, so that should be fine.
所以他的儿子呢，他其实是不想要当国王的哦，但是他还是被逼迫一定要接任啊，对不对？所以他就说，那我就做我爸爸原本在做的事情就好了。我爸做得很好啊，所以我应该 OK 啦。
But remember, the world was changing.
Yeah.
Regular Russians were starting to go hungry. When you go hungry, that means you don't have enough food. But here is the emperor, the king, the Tsar, buying these incredibly expensive eggs.
然后在那个时期，因为世代在改变嘛，所以其实 Russia 在俄罗斯的这些平民们，他们其实都正处于饥饿当中。可是你看，皇室还是大笔大笔的在花钱买这些很昂贵的奢侈品。
Remember, the Tsar Nicholas did not change anything, so he kept living like his dad and just kept spending money while regular people were poorer and poorer, and Russian people hated this. And watching how rich and expensive and how much money these people spent made regular Russians really angry, and that's how Russia ended up having a revolution. They killed that whole family, and Russia became a communist country in the family had to run and leave the country. Fabergé had to leave the country in 1917.
哇哦！所以呢，因为这个
Nicholas, right?
Nicholas 他的花钱方法跟他的爸爸一样，但是因为时代已经不一样啦，所以就是这个时候，俄罗斯他就起了一个革命，然后就把亚历山大三世跟他的后代，大家都杀掉了这样子。所以我们的这个 Fabergé， 我们的这个法贝热，他这一全家呢就搬走了，搬家了。Yeah, 在1917年的时候。
Now the miracle here is that people did not take or destroy the eggs. They actually left most of them alone. That's unbelievable.
那这个奇迹是大家没有带走，也没有破坏这些蛋，这些很昂贵的彩蛋。那这些东西都被保存下来了。
All right. Well, with that really happy story, let's get ready for vocab review. All right, it's time for vocab review. Our first word today is jewelry.
Jewelry, 珠宝。
That's right, jewelry is uncountable. Let's continue. Number 2, a creation.
Creation 其实就是你创作出来的东西，所以我们中文可以翻译成作品。
Number 3, we have a verb to take over.
Take over 就代表接手。I'll take over from here. 我从这边接手。
All right, number 4 is
Significant.
A. Significant means very important.
重要的。
Let's continue. Number 5, outer.Outer
就代表外面的，那我们这边 outer shell， 所以是外壳的意思。
The opposite is inner. I-N-N-E-R.
Inner peace， 内在的平静 inner.
Number 6, to pay attention to something.
Pay attention to 就代表说你有限的资源，你放在这里，所以你就是把你所有的关注力都关注在这里。
Pay attention to me. Number 7.Permission
它是一个名词，代表说获准，代表我允许你、准许你做事情。
That's right, and we give permission. We don't do permission.
给予。
Number 8, a requirement.
Requirement 就代表是要求。
All right, and with that, we're done with day 1 and the saddest part of the story. We got day 2 of the Fabergé eggs. Let's talk about these eggs. They're really special. Also, we got lots of interesting facts about those really expensive rocks inside the Fabergé eggs. For Enjoy English School, I am Chris Gorski.
I'm Minnie.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.